There's the Hoi though. If we could get him a little weaker, that would be nice. So we got the double tap. We're going to go ahead and ult. We're going to confirm the kill onto the Hoi. Unfortunately, they were able to get the Izanami. We get the 3 off onto Athena, but we're out of mana, so we're just going to back it up, play it a little safe. Agni is making a rotation as well, so we're just going to keep rotating over. Raijin is following through, so if we could bait just a little bit, we might be able to get this Agni and stun off. And Raijin is able to melt him. Right there, we actually teleport just ahead of our double tap. Raijin gets the double. Nice setup. I'm glad we were some appealing looking bait in that situation. What do, Skibbity Boo? It's your boy Seanyb Gaming, and today we are going to be playing some Thor support. This is a viewer requested video. A couple of you guys have been asking for assassins in the support, or some bruiser warriors slash bruiser assassins, and I thought Thor was a pretty comfortable pick for that role. So if you are new to the channel, I upload Smite videos 6 to 7 times a week. I take viewer requests. If you ever have a Smite question or want to see a particular god played, just let me know. And if you are a returning viewer, we have a pretty fun game of Thor support, and all the stats for the game are going to be posted at the end. So just a brief review of Thor's abilities. Thor's 1 is going to be where he throws his hammer forward. It's going to do double damage if it hits the same enemy twice. And Thor can also teleport to it. Thor's 2, he's going to do a line attack that's going to like summon a wall. It's also going to stun enemies. And then his third ability, he's going to spin around, deal damage 3 times in the front, 2 times in the back. And the third iteration of damage on the front end is going to do the most damage. Thor's ult, he's going to fly into the sky. His hammer becomes supercharged, and the next time he uses it, it's going to do bonus damage. He can land on people, and then if he lands on anyone, it's going to stun them. And then his passive is if he's grouped up near enemies, he's going to get bonus power stacked up to 3 times. So as Thor support, most supports are going to be going Guardian's Blessing. We are actually going to be going into Warrior's Blessing, and this is going to allow us to just kind of box and get that sustain that we really want. So we miss onto that Athena. We took a decent amount of damage, but that is okay. We gotta remember that we are the support. If we take damage, we just gotta be able to survive. And we are gonna want to try to save our hammer for wave, but it looks like Izanami is gonna be able to full clear this. And we got a little cheeky, and we put a point into our 2, thinking that we might be able to stun that Athena and get the kill with the hammer. Typically, you would want to put a point into your 1, and then a point into your 3. But we tried to get a little cheeky. Unfortunately, it did not work out this game. So we're just going to keep on farming, hit level 3, and then put a point into our third ability. So we are off to a good start. We have pressure in this lane. We just got a little bit of a lead by hitting that camp. We got the stun off, no double tap. We're going to see if we can get some basics. And we are able to get the Athena. Izanami rightfully calls me out. I am support. I should have tried to get her to get the kill.
I grow weak.
We are pretty weak, but we might be able to set up this Izanami. So we're going to see if we can get this stun. Double tap. And then we're going to go ahead and back.
Okay.
So next we're going to be going into boots. We want to get our boots online kind of as quick as possible. It's going to give us movement speed and a little bit of power for the early game.
I'm going for jungle buff.
You could go Talaria's boots with Thor support. However, I want to be able to provide a little bit of extra poke for Izanami, so I'm going to be going into the power boots.
Enemy missing right.
Looks like they're going for their purple, so we should be able to just clear this wave and then apply some pressure. Athena is charged up, kind of just hanging out. We're going to make sure our Holy can't damage our Izanami, get a little bit of poke onto him. Now we do have minion pressure. Hoyi's jump is down. We're gonna move into the jungle, see if we can hit this camp. I ping for Seanyb to come. She does not. Athena leaps out. We might be able to get this Athena here. Terrible wall. We should have tried to wall her. We leap back in. Once our one connects the second time, do a little bit of damage. Athena's able to get out. Seanyb is a little bit weak, but I think we are still a-okay. We're gonna move over to the Harpy, get a little bit of XP going. So we also started with a health chalice, and then since Baron was in the game, we went with a health brew. If Baron was not there, well, I guess we did start with a jungle hog. So we did the health pot and then the jungle hog. We're gonna get a stun off, get the double stun off, get a double tap onto Mercury. He's pretty weak. We get stunned out of our 3. We're gonna move back just a little bit. 3v2 in mid. Camazos is pull back just a little bit. We do have our ultimate. We might be able to go into jungle and then set something up off of it. We get our wall off, and we might have to ult just to get out of here. Looks like that is going to be the thing we do. So we're just going to ult away. And if you notice a little blue lightning on the hammer, that is from his ultimate. That means that the next hammer throw is going to be having bonus damage on it. So now that we've got our warrior Tabi, we have a little bit of power. Now we're going to be wanting to build into some bruisery items. As I say that, I might actually be building into Transcendence. We will see, and we will discuss when we figure it out. So there's 2 over and left. We're going to make a rotation over here, see if we can't help this Seanyb out. Our ultimate is down. We did just have to use that to get away. We're going to see if we can kind of come up through jungle, get them to commit onto Seanyb. There's the Athena dash. We get the stun. We missed the first hammer, and we missed the second hammer.
There's nowhere to run.
I'm just acting as a front line, letting Seanyb clean up the minions. And then we're able to get the double tap onto Athena. So nice little setup from Seanyb, and luckily I was able to follow. I'm making a push for this invasion onto the red buff. Get the double tap. Unfortunately, we were not able to get the Agni right there. We were just short on our 3, and Mercury was able to throw us out. Athena's coming in. We want to try to pull back just a little bit. We're going to see if we can invade anything. Athena's here, so we're just going to back it up.
Your left tower is under attack. Your right tower is under attack.
Athena doesn't really do a whole lot of damage to me, so I'm not too worried about it. There's the Hoyi, though. If we could get him a little weaker, that would be nice. So we got the double tap. We're going to go ahead and ult. We're going to confirm the kill onto the Hoyi. Unfortunately, they were able to get the Seanyb. We get the 3 off onto Athena, but we're out of mana, so we're just going to back it up, play it a little safe. Agni is making a rotation as well, so we're just going to keep rotating over. Raijin is following through, so if we could bait just a little bit, we might be able to get this Agni and stun off. And Raijin is able to melt him. Right there, we actually teleport just ahead of our double tap. Raijin gets the double. Nice setup. I'm glad we were some appealing looking bait in that situation. We could have been a little bit more effective with our damage. We're going to hold wave for Seanyb. We're going to stand right here, so we're getting the XP from the minions and wave dying, and we're also getting the XP from the camp dying. So we're just going to hang out in this wave. We don't have any mana, but we don't want to miss out on this XP. So now that we've cleared the wave, now is a pretty good time to back, so we're going to go ahead and back. And we are going to be going into Transcendence. In Transcendence, once it's fully stacked, is going to give us 10% cooldown. It's also going to give us the power and mana that we need to where we don't necessarily need to build any other offensive items. So once we get Transcendence online and start stacking it, then we will really start going into bruisery items. items are going to give us a little bit of power, reduce the enemy team a little bit, but also it's going to make us defensive while also giving us some offensive capabilities. We're going to make a rotation left. We might be able to make a difference over here. Mercury just ulted. We're going to run through. Get the stun off. Unfortunately, it was just short. We do have our ultimate, but we don't really want to use that quite yet. We're just going to hold left lane for the solo. So Chang'e is not necessarily a character we want to fight. Mercury's here still as well. We're going to hang out just a little bit, see if there's anything we can do to set up. I do have my ultimate. There's 2 people in lane. We're going to see if we can get them to commit onto the Baron. Looks like Mercury disappeared, so we're just going to go for the Chang'e. Get the wall, so she can't go to the tower. Baron's able to ult. I kind of run away because I assumed that we were done. She ults us. So she is weak. We might be able to get her if she makes a misstep. Like that. Get the stun. 2 basics, and we're able to get the kill. So we did siphon a decent amount of XP from Baron by hanging out in that lane for up to 3 waves. However, we did get the pick, so hopefully he will be able to regain the XP I siphoned from that lane by Chang'e being down.
They stood in the fire.
So unfortunately, it looks like our carry just got ganked. Kamazotz is a little deep. He is our primary jungler. I am our secondary jungler / support. We're going to see if there's anything we can do to this Hou Yi, although I do not think so. We're just going to kind of show face. Looks like there's a fight going on around their red. We're going to make sure Hou Yi does not get involved. Get the stun off, get the double tap off. We get stunned. I think we even got double bounce there. Hou Yi's going to jump on us. Athena's coming in as well. The only defensive item we have right now is the Warrior's Blessing. We pop a shell. With 50 health, we are able to get out. We're going to keep on running. Get a wall off. Just to buy a little bit more time. We have enough money for Transcendence, so it's probably time to back. Izanami's in a bit of a bad situation. Unfortunately, we have to back, so we aren't going to be able to help her, but we're going to want to make a rotation over there.
I saw that one coming. Well, Izanami did not win the 1v3, so we're going to try to rotate over to the dual lane, see if we can't relieve a little bit of pressure, save some minions. We're going to go ahead and ult. We are a little far. Land on the Hou Yi. He beats. Very smart by him. He avoids the double tap, and then right as I'm starting to spin, that's when he uses his one to stun me, which cancels me out of my spin. There's a Mercury. He kind of chunks. We're going to dash out. Oh, I remember this. I'm such an idiot. So, I heard him pop his ultimate, and I was like, oh, well, if I'm behind this tower, I'm safe from his ultimate. But then he just canceled out of his ultimate and used his one to get me. Ugh, feels silly. But that was a little bit of a misplay. That was my thought process there. It was not the correct thought process. That was completely a preventable death. Okie dokie, so let's just start getting out there, see what needs help. We are a little under leveled, so a level 9 Thor fighting into a level 12 Mercury is not going to feel good by any means, but we are support, so it's okay if we are a little under leveled. We are also starting our stacks on Transcendence. We've got a whopping 3.
So we're just helping out Raijin. Athena and Agni are mid. Not too much going on there. Izanami could use a little bit of help. If we rotate over, we might be able to get a kill onto this Hoi. That being said, we do have our ult. Looks like we're going to try to ult mid. Hit the ult. Raijin's able to clean up, get some follow-up damage. Beautiful ultimate from Raijin. There's an ultimate from Mercury. Unfortunately, I don't think there's much I'm going to be able to do to save this Raijin. Unfortunately, this is not a character I want to face trade with, but it is a situation where I try to get the double tap off. Oh boy, do I go down here? I feel like I do. Oh no, 97 health. A blinking Mercury. Go Camazotz, save me.
Retreat!
There we go.
Nice job. Your left tower is under
Alrighty, well after Transcendence, it looks like we're going to be going into either the Gladiator Shield or the Void Shield. So we are 5, 1, and 2. We have maybe too many kills for a support, but that is alright. Just gonna keep following Camazotz around for a little bit, get a little bit of farm.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Athena is here, but that doesn't mean too much. Camazotz is able to get the Hoi. I throw my hammer through the wall just to make sure that we're able to get the kill. There is an Agni, I think that was his dash. The Athena taunt prevents me from getting my hammer off. A lot of damage, so I definitely want to pick up some magical damage here in a second.
An enemy has been slain.
We have our ult. We're gonna ult into tower. Ooh, that was a bit aggressive, unnecessarily. So now would be a great time to go for gold. Their right lane and mid lane are pushed back. Unfortunately, I cannot tank it too well, and we're going to be going Gladiator Shield, so that's going to give us a little bit of regen whenever we land our damaging abilities onto the enemies, and it's also going to give us some physical protection and some cooldown. After Gladiator Shield, my intuition is telling me that we're going to want to pick up some magical defense. Things that come to mind, they have 3 magical gods, Athena, Agni, and Chang'e. Chang'e does have some heals. Agni does have some pretty good range to burst. If we went anti-heal, we might want to go Pestilence. If we wanted cooldown, we'd be going Genji's. If we want True Bruiser, we probably want Runic Shield.
Enemy missing middle.
Face me!
Cancel that.
So we're just going to get the wall off, hammer away. I think part of the reason why you can do Thor support with this kind of hybrid bruisery build is because Thor can get a lot of his damage off at range, and then whenever he fully commits close range to getting his damage off, it's a lot. So because Thor is able to just kind of poke from range, it makes sense that he's able to be decent support, get good setup, and just kind of hang around, set your team up. We do have our ultimate. We're going to try to ult mid. Hoi's about to jump. We get the stun. Izanami's able to get the ultimate off. We're going to pull back, see if we can help this. Could we even just help Izanami against this Chang'e? Although this Chang'e is chunking me, we have no magical defense. That's not a fight we're really going to win. Izanami might win it.
Another taken out.
Izanami and Camazotz are able to clean that up, so it's just Athena left. Now is time to go for gold. So with just Athena left, they don't really have anyone that can contest, and as support, I'm just going to go ahead and tank it. So now that we've got that, it's probably a decent time to back up. Looks like we're going to start this red buff for Raijin. Now we're gonna go ahead and back. So right now it looks like we're checking the enemy team's build and stats, and it looks like we're going to be going into the Runic shield. So the Runic shield is going to give you a little bit of physical power, which is going to help with the damage output. It's going to give you some magical protections, which is going to help reduce how much damage you take, and it's also going to reduce the magical power of the enemy magical damage dealers, which is also going to help with the reduction of damage you take. So whenever we are near Agni, Changa, and Athena, we're going to be reducing their magical power. This is going to be helpful for us, and it's also going to be helpful for our team. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot we can do to help Raijin from that Mercury. Baron Zombie ult, we're going to get our wall off. We're going to go into jungle just a little bit, and then we're going to ult, see if there's anything we can clean up.
The burden now falls to you.
We're just going to get this Agni, rotate around.
Someone who can get the job done.
So it looks like that might be the end of the engagement. We're going to let Izanami heal off the wave, push in through jungle, see if anyone's hanging around. Hoyi is over in right, it might be worth trying to make a gank attempt. Izanami is coming with me. We got a shell for our first relic, a blink for our second relic. So we're going to just tank the tower for this Izanami, pop a shell. Please stay with me, Izanami. Oh no.
What trickery is this?
Izanami was able to get the trade.
Shut down.
We did not see that Athena come in, so that's probably why we died. We probably would have calculated that a little bit differently if we knew the Athena was there. Izanami was able to get the pick, so I guess, I don't know. Camazotz got picked somewhere else on the map, so they actually won that. That was in favor of them. After Runic Shield, what are we buying? I did play this game a few days ago, so what happened and the build order isn't exactly off the top of my mind, but we should be able to just kind of look at it as it goes and review what I bought, and then we'll go over why I bought it. So right now we are a little underleveled. At this point in the game, I wouldn't feel so bad taking waves away from people, because most people are at 20 or close to 20. We're going to try to go for this Mercury. We got some good damage off, and we got him to burn his beads.
Enemy missing middle.
People rotating over right, we tell Izanami to back it up. We're going to point in, get some damage onto the Hoyi. We got a stun onto Agni, got the hammer off. That is a pick. We are all grouped up, so we should be able to push this. There's 2 people left. We're gonna just run in, tank a little bit, do some supporty things. Next up, it looks like we're going after the Phoenix. We're gonna do a similar thing. Miss the wall. That thing is gonna taunt me.
Retreat.
So right here, I make the call to retreat. Their team is about to respawn. Or at least I'm not healthy enough to really fight.
Attack Fire Giant. Cancel that. Attack the Gold Fury. Attack the Gold Fury.
So there is a call to go for Gold Fury.
Silence.
It's not up quite yet, but it should be spawning pretty soon. At this point in the game, I think it would also be beneficial to sell my Baron's Brew and start picking up some wards. Being able to get some vision for my teammates would probably be extremely helpful at this point in the game. That and Baron's Brew isn't really doing too much for me at this stage in the game. So they've got 2 over and left. Gold Fury should be pretty free. Agni does a decent amount of damage, so that is something we're going to want to watch out for.
Defend the Fire Giant. Be right back.
So since they were over and left, we're just going to make sure that they're not getting fire. We do have our ultimate in case they are. It does not look like it, and I don't have any wards, so I'm just going to go ahead and aim back. After the Runic shield, we are going to be going into
What do I wear?
Breastplate of Valor. So Breastplate of Valor isn't going to give us any power, but it is a relatively cheap item that is going to give us 20% cooldown. So now we should be able to ult, get our walls and hammers off just more frequently throughout the game. I think that is going to be very helpful as a support Thor. Hopefully we can set our team up quite a bit.
Ultimate is ready.
Got the stun on the Changa. Only hit her with one hammer. Kamazos is going deep onto the Athena. We're going to ult, see if there's anything we can do to help. Right there we ult and overshoot the Mercury. It would have been nice to land on him right as he exited his ultimate. We're hanging out on the backside of the tower, seeing if anybody's going to step out, kind of run away. A lot of misses going on there, but we're going to pull back just a little bit.
Killing spree.
So Mercury is going to be able to get away, but we might be able to get this Changa here.
I saw that one coming.
There we go. We're able to get the Changa. Koyi is pushing the right tower. It's just me and Raijin up front. Izanami is responding right. We have 2 people down. We might be able to get this middle tower, but we do not have any minions. There comes the wave. Here comes Mercury. Run, Raijin, run! My shell was down. Unfortunately, there's not much I could do there. We're going to hammer away. We're going to blink away.
Help middle lane.
I think we are out. We're going to get the wall off onto Mercury. Unfortunately, we're not doing a ton of damage with our 1.
Ultimate is ready. My mighty axe.
We're going to go ahead and ult up. I think we stole the oracles from Mercury, but we did miss our ult. Mercury ults in, but Izanami's able to clean it up. We're going to get the stun. Beautiful wall. Izanami's able to clean it up.
Attack fire giant. Attack fire giant.
So that was a soft deicide. We were able to get everyone on the team.
On my way.
Their timers are going to be a little bit off, and we should have everybody up around the same time. So the play is on Fire Giant. We should be able to get this pretty uncontested. Eight, 2, and 9 with Fire Giant. They've got 2 people down. This is probably going to be a pretty successful push here. We hammer in. We're going to ult. And we ulted just a little bit too early. Agni dashed out. If we would have waited just a half second and tried to line that up a little bit better, we could have landed on the Agni. That is a dead Athena. So, team is just all up pushing. We're going to shell. Try to avoid some of this Agni damage. Team is still grouped up. We could totally get this middle Phoenix if we just all pushed in. We're going to try to wall this Mercury ult.
An enemy has been slain.
We get the hammer off. He got blown up. That is the full deicide. Now we should be able to take this middle Phoenix. Should be able to tank it for the team. And I think we can just attack the Titan and end it here. Well, if you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, please check out some of the other videos on the channel and subscribe for future videos.
I hope you guys learned something. The stats will be posted at the end of the video. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a good day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Ah!